Hi there, Chris, Cheshire Gun Dogs. Got a new dog in today. She's been here about a week or so now. This is Fig, Golden Retriever. Golden Retrievers are a little bit different from your Labrador. You tend to be a little bit more giddy, a little bit more immature, a bit more playful. Got to take that into consideration and not try and you know, put them down too much, put too much pressure on them like we might do more so with a Labrador because of just the way they are. We're doing bits and pieces, just getting to know each other, assessing really the retrieve, assessing the healing, but now just pushing on a little bit more. We've got the dog on the slip lead. We're going to be introducing the belly lead and see how she copes with that, and then looking at some of her retrieves. This is just the very beginning, and then we'll do a video again at the end, and then we can do a comparison. I like to keep all my clients up to date with exactly where we are at the beginning, and obviously where we get to at the end of the period that the dog's been here. So we'll just do some simple healing, and then we'll go into the belly lead. So all I'm looking for now is just a basic healing. I'm not really worried too much at this point on making it absolutely perfect. Just a general looseness of the lead, turning into the dog always, making sure we've got that focus, that concentration. There's an element of looseness on the lead. Again, later on we'll start to really get that better, get the dog actually to be closer or to be further back. But at this point, because it's early days, just really just assessing and looking at the dog's overall positioning on her own, where she is. Again, I can feel that she's just a little bit ahead, so I'll be looking at trying to get that better over the time. Again, the concentration easily distracted. Again, smelling the floor, looking around. Again, it's a windy day, so there's a lot of movement going on. But again, generally not too bad. Something that I can work with in the beginning, and I can concentrate on other things. So yeah, not too bad. Yeah, quite happy with that. Again, I can get that better near the end. So let's have a look at her on the belly lead. Again, dogs that go on the belly lead for the first time can be a little bit jumpy when they feel that pressure underneath them. Again, the concept of the belly lead is to not actually make that much contact. Now, I'm keeping both leads on at the beginning, so I've got that control with the lead at the front, but also just letting her get used to that at the back. You can see she's turning her head, worrying what's behind her. But again, that'll just take a few days for that feeling to become normal, and for her to stop worrying about what's going on underneath her, and to concentrate on a position. And what I'll be doing is taking the lead off, and then I'll be using the belly lead in order to control that position. But mainly it's the ability to be able to send the dog on the retrieve, and to be able to let the dog go easily for that retrieve without having to take a lead off from around the dog's neck. Yeah, so that's all good. I'm happy with that. Again, just touch her now and again, just so she feels it. Again, she's not jumping about. Some dogs will jump about and spin about, and she's okay with that. So what I'm going to do now is just try and put her onto a sit stay, and then try and get her to walk into the belly lead. So I'm just going to take the main lead off. Again, she's doing that nicely without jumping about. Heel. Good girl. Good girl. So again, you can see she's a little bit too far away from me, and that's something I'll work on later on. But generally not too bad at the moment in time. So let's put her into a sit stay. Take the belly lead off. sit, wait, up, 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 up. So just a correction there as you came forward. Again, just going back to her, showing her the hand all the time. Up, 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 anticipate, up, 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 up. Take it, anticipating all the time that movement. Again, don't mind if she lies down at the beginning, but again, just want that steadiness. And just up, 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 up. Tap her on the nose, just to actually say to her. So this is the Goldie bit, yeah? So all that silliness. So something you have to just up, 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 up. Just something you have to cope with Goldies, different than the Labradors. So just tapping her on the nose, up, up, up. I'll just walk her back again, here, here, here. Sit, wait, 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 wait. I'm going to go too far, let's try and get a win straight away. And step in. Big come. Good girl. So I've got her to come to me, step over the line that I'm laying out in front with her front feet, so that I can pull it back up into around the waist. This is going to be essential for when I'm doing the retrieves, that she comes back with the retrieve, steps in, I can get her back on the belly lead again, and then continue with the retrieving. So again, let's do that again. Again, always turn in. Sit, 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 wait, 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 wait. Big come, big come. Again, nicely in. Yeah, and back into that position again. And again, she's taking to that quite nicely. She's not avoiding the belly lead. She's stepping over it. So again, everything's coming together that we want in these early stages. Sit. Fix it. Good girl. Wait. Wait. Important to have the hand out so she knows what it is you want her to do. Big come. Big come. Good girl. Again, back into that position again. Back onto the belly lead again. So I'm happy with that. That's going well. So let's have a look at retrieve. Now this dog, for some reason, will not pick anything other than a ball. So I'm going to stick with that just at the beginning. We can address that later on. So let's just stick with a ball. Again, I'm not about distance. It's just about the concept of going out, picking it up, coming back. So again, I've got the belly lead to stop her from running in if I need to. Fig. Drop the belly lead. Good girl. Big calm, big calm. Again, over. Take the retrieve, back onto the belly lead again. Nice, clean and neat. Now one thing again with Goldies is, especially at this young age, they can lose concentration really quickly. So it's important that I try and get enough good repetitions in for the entirety of the training session, no matter how long it is, rather than trying to push, 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 make lots and lots of mistakes, and then try and get a good one in at the end. For me, the training is keeping them short, so you're keeping the concentration, but trying to achieve success in every single second that you're actually training. Some people will push, 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 and then they just have the mindset of, oh, I'll just finish on a good one and that'll do. There's a lot of rubbish beforehand. Again, that they also remember that as well. Okay, so let's go forward again. Just heeling round. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Again, turning back in. All we're doing is just creating that routine, you know, that we're going to be walking out on the lead or the belly lead into a position on one of the lanes. Wait. Giving the retrieve. Fig. Out for the retrieve. And back and step over. Good girl. Back in. Again, I'm not too worried with retrievers about sitting down and presenting. I do so more with my spaniels, but with the Labradors and the Goldies, again, I'm not so bothered if they're just standing. Yeah, they don't have to be sitting for me. Again, nicely out again. Again, turning in. Again, no pressure on the belly lead. There's nothing touching her at the moment. You can feel it on the sides. Back into position. Again, get that set up right, so she's in that position, she's facing forward, head, body, tail is where I want her to go. Wait. Big. Go back. Good girl. Good girl. Step over the line, back in, and presentation. Yeah, delivery to hand. Good. Again, I'm not too worried at this point about commands. You know, I'll start introducing them later on to create that association of whether it's go back to a memory or a blind, or whether it's high loss to go out to a mark. All I'm bothered about at the moment is this setup. Set up, in position, waiting, a bit further this time. Big. Going out. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Step over the line, back into position, yeah, and delivery to hand. Now on that time, as she was running out, as she was running back, I just got a sense that her concentration and a desire for this exercise is starting to just wane a little bit. I can see that just then. In the past few days, I have gone to maybe 1 or 2 more retrieves than maybe I should, and she'll abandon the ball altogether. She won't pick it, she'll run over the top of it, she'll start having a sniff around, start being that pet element that she's also been with her owners. But my job is to try and create a routine when we come out, we come onto the lane, we do a retrieve, we go back in, no matter how short it is, and then build that time and that duration of doing these games to make it fun and almost institutionalize the dog to, we come out, we work and we finish. Not we come out, we might have a run around, chase a few butterflies and then do a bit of work as well, but try and get that work ethic into the dog as soon as we can. Okay, so let's just do a little bit more heeling. We'll do a sit stay again, turn in, sit, sit, good girl, wait, big come, good girl. She does get trapped on her front feet, so I said just ask her to come a bit more and then get it back into that position again. Let's try one more retrieve. Good girl. Hey. Good girl, good girl. Big calm. Again, back in, nicely holding and present to hand. So that's enough for me today, just to assess how she is with a heeling, how she is with that sit, stay and stepping over the belly lead to come back into position, and just a few retrieves just to get a sense and feel of how much she wants it, how much she desires it, how far I can go with it before the wheels start falling off and she gets bored and starts to have a run around in the field instead. But just keeping it fun, keeping it exciting, yeah, and getting her wanting to work with me. Yeah, she's got to enjoy coming out as much as I come out, yeah, and then we all get on together. Okay, thanks very much and see you again soon.